Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk Before the Show. On today's episode, we go over everything you need to know about the greatest indie and child-incorporated game of all time. What started as simple fun videos from 25 Ways to Die to random Skywars games and even some Bed Wars games are going to be getting much better and better. So build back, grab your hose, not that kind of hoe, that kind you idiot, and grab your dirt blocks as we discuss what you need to know before the show about Minecraft. The first thing I'd like to discuss is the type of content we're doing, which in this case for Minecraft it includes challenges, builds, minigames, and funny moments. I want to explain, each one individually because they're all different. So we'll start with challenges. And in this case, challenges basically just means that, well, as the name entails, it's basically just challenges. But more specifically, I'm going to more focus primarily on the old school challenges. So for those veterans of the Minecraft universe, if you know what I'm talking about, most people probably mean like the really old challenges from things like the alpha, beta, that kind of time period. So like 2010, 2011, maybe 2012, that kind of thing. And most of those challenges include things like the 404 challenge, the Iron Man challenge, those kind of things. For those who don't know what I'm pretty sure people might not know what they are, so I'll explain them. The 404 challenge was basically, it was a challenge where when you created your world, you had the entirety of the first daytime to gather as many materials as you could. And then when nighttime came, you had to go into a cave and destroy the gravel. So that way you couldn't get back out of the cave. And then after that, once night fell, the entire goal was that you had to survive the entire game underground, which I thought was kind of an interesting premise at the end. And the second was the Iron Man challenge, which you might think is requiring like surviving the game without taking a hit or something. And while that technically can be considered, in the world of Minecraft, for this particular challenge, it would be like craft everything in the game that requires iron, whether that be iron blocks, iron ingots, iron nuggets, something like that. Now, most of the challenges will probably be done maybe like in the preemptive, like earlier versions of the game. However, I might do them in the current version of the game because, I want to experience what these challenges would be like if they were made today. And I also think that would just be, really fun. The next big other thing is building tutorials. And building tutorials have been around on the channel before, but they haven't really been, upscaled as much. So therefore, building tutorials, as the name entails, they'll be just random building. So like if you want to say, okay, I need to know how to build this house for, I don't know, say a neighborhood or like a set, something like that, you want to like build something to hang out with your friends, you can do that. And that's what the building tutorials are for. They're basically ways that help other players and other players who are like wanting to build stuff. It helps provide tutorials to say, hey, here's how you build this, here's some ideas, that kind of thing. The third thing is, of course, the big one, and that's minigames. Now, minigames can be described as a lot of ways, because it can be things like parkour, like adventure maps, it could be puzzle maps, it could be minigames on the servers, it could be a lot of things. But what I mean by minigames more specifically is not necessarily server-based. And while it's going to be server-based, like you'll see like the Skywars and the Bed Wars every once in a while, you'll see them, maybe not Bed Wars, but more along to like Skywars maybe. You'll see those, but most likely, when I say minigames, I mostly mean like adventure maps or custom maps made by the community that are like minigames. So like things like the original, like the walls, random adventure maps like, I don't know, like Catch the Chicken or something ridiculous. Those kind of things. That's what I would consider minigames in that case. That doesn't mean that there isn't going to be other things of like servers like Skywars and, Murder Mystery or something. There will be, but it's going to be more prominently based on random adventure maps and other stuff that would be classified as minigames. And finally, the last thing regarding actual content is funny moments. Now, funny moments can be a lot of things. It can be funny moments of things like Skywars. It could be funny moments of like random outtakes of Minecraft videos as a whole. It could be just funny moments of minigames. But in this case, the funny moments, while it can relate to all of those things, I'm talking about something very old, and that is 25 Ways to Die. For those who might not know, there is actually 25 Ways to Die in a Minecraft video. I think there's like 1 or 2, maybe 3 of them on this channel. So you can go look for those somewhere in the video tab. I wouldn't go, completely crazy over them. They're not that great. But those will also be making their return along with some other funny moments montages of just random like Skywars montages, that kind of thing, just to kind of spread some laughter, do some stuff, you know? That basically wraps up the content side of things, what kind of content we'll be expecting, and with that I can move into episode layout and season layout. Now, much like Panda's Lost Episodes, which if you haven't seen that Let's Talk Before a show, go check it out, but basically, much like Panda's Lost Episodes, Minecraft isn't considered a season. More or less, it's just a show that's going to be airing over the course of the year and doesn't really have an endpoint. Well, I mean, it kind of does, really, but more importantly, it's not like a season layout as is shows like EXE Files Reboot and Mod Gear. They're not like that. As far as episode layout goes, the way it's going to be made is specifically in a sequential order. So, the very first video you'll see is a challenge video, and that'll follow up with a build tutorial, or a building tutorial, maybe like a house or something, and then a minigame video. That'll probably be like Skywars, random custom maps, something like that. Death again. And Funny Moments will probably premiere every once in a while, but Funny Moments isn't going to be a big deal. So, you have 3 videos, be challenge, build, minigames, and then it just cycles over again. So therefore, it'll just keep that cycle over and over. So basically, every 3 weeks, it'll be the same video. So you have one challenge video, and 3 weeks later, it'll be another one. The same thing goes for building tutorials, same thing goes for minigames. Funny Moments probably will not happen as often, maybe like once every month, maybe 2, because that just requires a little bit of time. That requires time to like either get footage from other videos to use in the Funny Moments, or actually like make my own Funny Moments. So that basically covers that side of things. And now I can move on to the fun stuff, and that is the release dates. I say dates, as there's everything, as when is the soonest you guys can see things like challenge videos and build videos and minigames and Funny Moments, that kind of thing. So, the very first video, at least Minecraft content-wise, is going to be a challenge video. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, and that is going to be airing on January 13th. And then following the schedule, a building tutorial will be made on January 20th. A minigame video will be also published on January 27th. And then currently, it's not fully ready yet, but the possible first release date for the first Funny Moments is going to be February 17th. I'm not 100% sure on that date yet, but who knows. Now, regarding release dates, I want to mention what happens if by some miracle, I miss an upload. Say, like, it's, I don't know, it's like the 20th, a building tutorial was supposed to come out, and I did not either get the video done on time, so the video didn't go live. What basically happens is, there is no Minecraft video for that week. Well, there is, but it's not going to be made, or uploaded on Monday. Instead, it'll just be uploaded the day after on Tuesday. So instead of it being uploaded January 20th, it'd be January 21st. And instead of it being a build video, it just goes to the next video in line, which in this case would be a minigame of some sort, and then it just keeps going to challenge, building tutorial, minigame. It just keeps, the cycle continues. One of the big things about Minecraft is that, as I said in my update video, that there's some series that left the channel and they're not necessarily dead. Minecraft will not stay on the channel forever. I do plan that most likely by the end of 2020 and going into 2021, there is a likelihood that Minecraft probably will not go into the new year, into next year, i.e. 2021. Most likely the year will end with Minecraft content and EXE Files Reboot airing roughly around the same time. So most likely Minecraft is just going to be around for this year, but it all depends on the fan reception, so I'm not 100% sure if Minecraft will stay around for long. But if you guys want to see more Minecraft content, then, like, show your support. But anyway, I think that pretty much concludes everything that I want to talk about. So I guess to recap, I discussed all the types of content that we'll be doing, which is challenge videos. This includes things like the 404 challenge, the Iron Man challenge, old school challenges that are very famous and very well known. That doesn't necessarily mean that newer challenges that have come up in the last few years, maybe per se, are going to be not there. They will be. But most of them probably won't be made for most of that time. I also covered building tutorials, which is just, tutorials that help players in the community help build projects, things like houses, supermarkets, playgrounds for some reason, because, roleplay servers, am I right? So you can always, check those out. And I also covered minigames. Now, and I said that it doesn't necessarily mean server-based stuff like Skywars and Murder Mystery. It can also mean like custom maps made by the community, like, I don't know, Catch That Chicken, or like hide and seek. It could be that kind of thing. I also discussed funny moments and how 25 Ways to Die is going to be making its return later this year. I also said that the release date for that is not currently finalized yet, so it may not come out the 17th, who knows, and that most of those videos will come out within a month or two of each other, as, you know, they take time to make. So again, just to recap, the very first Minecraft episode will be premiering hopefully January 13th, following up on January 20th with a building tutorial of some sort, a minigame video on the 27th, and then what should hopefully be, I'm not 100% sure on it yet, the first 25 Ways to Die for 2020 on February 17th. So anyway, with that, that is going to conclude this Let's Talk before the show. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below maybe some thoughts, what you think, and maybe some Minecraft video suggestions if you guys want, because I'm very well open to suggestions, because, you know, I like fans, right? But anyway, that is going to conclude this Let's Talk before the show. I know I've said that twice, don't judge me. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am PandaPowerSauce, and remember to stay saucy. Bye-bye.